Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Diamond, and for starters, I would just like to thank everyone for coming to view this video. It really means a lot to me. This is the very first video on my channel, so this video is near and dear to my heart. It's very special, so just again, thank you so much. I'm not going to ramble too much in the video, but I did just want to provide somewhat of a disclaimer just for a few things that I did notice when I was making the video. Just like I said, this is my first time. So if you're interested in watching this video of me unboxing and assembling this vanity plus the initial review plus a brief disclaimer, then just keep on watching, guys. Okay, so for the disclaimer, guys, again, not too long. I don't want to ramble. I will post somewhere where you can just skip to the unboxing part. But for starters, guys, I just want to say that Jesus was a carpenter, but I am not. So please, 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 if you see anything in this video that you don't necessarily agree with, this is just what worked for me. As you can see in the video, I, for some reason, have an odd satisfaction with assembling furniture, and I put a lot of different pieces together for a lot of different things, and this was the easiest, so I wanted to share it with people. But constructive criticism is appreciated, however, slander is not, so we're going to keep any negative or harsh comments to ourselves, as our mama used to say. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, okay? But yes, that's the first part. The second part is I was listening to the voiceover, and I realized, like, I sound so dry. Guys, please excuse the voiceover. I, for some reason, decided to assemble the vanity, put it in my room, set it up, then later on go ahead and record the voiceover while I was like halfway asleep. So please just excuse the voiceover. I was tired, okay? Tired, because I put it together by myself. So please excuse that part. Third part of the disclaimer, please excuse the appearance, guys. I was looking at the video like, girl, you are looking rough. Rough. So please excuse, we are in quarantine, so everybody is going to be understanding of everybody's situations. I am sorry for the appearance. But in the nails, I cringed looking at my nails. Like, I was like, girl, you look like a female saber tooth going on. What is going on? But again, and also, and I said it in the video, but the environment just moved. Everything is everywhere, but everything is everywhere in general. So yes, guys, that's just a little bit of a disclaimer. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. And then once again, thank you so much. At the end of this video, I will come on with the initial review and just a little bit of information about the vanity. So yes, thank you guys so much, and just keep on watching. Bye-bye.
Hi guys. Okay, so right here I'm just showing what the box looked like when it was shipped. Of course, I'd already opened it, but for the most part, that is what it looked like. I'm not sure the weight, but it was pretty heavy for me, as you can imagine. So right here, I'm just trying to cut the rest of it just so that I don't have to actually lift the box up out of it, or just cut like one side of it. So I ended up grabbing like a box cutter and just going ahead and cutting the remainder of that edge off. And then I was able to just slide the box down, which made it a little bit easier for me. And then I'm just going across the tape, of course, cutting the tape off so that I can open up the actual box. So I was grateful that they did take the time to package it nicely. I was a little skeptical because it did have the mirror and I wanted to make sure that it was protected. But it was packaged pretty nicely. Right here, I'm just taking everything off. You can see the mirror. That's the back of it, of course. And then this is the front of it. So that part right there is just the base. So I ended up struggling a little bit to get it out, which is why I didn't put that part on the video. But yeah, right here I'm just showing all the pieces. That's like the cushions for the stool, the mirror, the legs for the stool, the base, just pretty much all of the things that it comes with. And then it just also comes with a picture of how it should look. Right here is just a small but necessary clip of me cleaning off one piece. I cleaned off all pieces, but guys, you should always clean off all of your any type of pieces that come with any furniture that you have. Right here I'm just showing a full clip of everything. Guys, anytime you're putting something together, you want to go ahead and separate all of your pieces, I should say. That just makes the process so much easier. So the very first step in the book or the manual, I don't even know if you call it a manual, but the instructions, I guess, is to go ahead and lay like the base. It already comes together, which is what I was very grateful for. It just made it such an easy process. But the very first thing you would have to do is just lay the base down, with the top on the floor, and then you're just gonna go ahead and right here I'm just attaching each leg to each corner of the base, if that makes sense. And I'm sorry you actually can't see the leg, but the leg is, there's 2 holes in each leg, and you'll just put the screw in. You can kind of see it right there. You're just putting the little metal piece around first, then you're attaching your screw, and then you're screwing. And they do provide you with an L key, which is also great. I've noticed that most companies will when it's something that you have to assemble yourself. So yeah, you want to use like the long end of the L key, because if you try to use it by the short end, you won't have enough room to turn it, which is why I'm using the long end. And you just want to keep screwing it in, of course, to the right, making it tighter and tighter. That way you know that your legs are going to be secure. This is an essential part, because if your legs aren't secure, then, you know, it's not going to hold up the base very safely, and you want to make sure that it's secure. So right here, I'm just, you know, pretty self-explanatory, going in, screwing, pretty much trying to use all my strength just to make sure I can't screw it anymore. That way I know that it is secure. And just going back just to double check. And of course I did this for all 4 corners, for all 4 legs. And right there I'm just checking to make sure it's sturdy, it's strong, it doesn't look flimsy or feel flimsy. And yeah, that's just how it should look, all 4 pieces. So right here I'm just going through, there's like a, I don't even know what you would call this, but there's like a middle piece that they come with, and I'm showing how you want to set that part up. So there's a little bar. You want to make sure that that bar is facing the front, because that's what the mirror is going to actually sit on. So this is pretty much just like the connector piece, I would call it. And right here I'm just lining it up, you know, with the holes. It's 4 holes in the connector piece and then 4 holes in the base. And I'm just doing the exact same thing I did with the legs. I'm taking my little round metal piece, I don't even know what it's called, first, and then I'm going in with the screw, and then I'm taking that L key the long way, and then I am tightening up each screw, first put the screws in just so that it's secure and I don't have to worry about it moving too much. And then I usually go back in afterwards and pretty much secure each screw as best as I can. And what you'll notice that I do is I use the long end. I did not realize that. But you get the picture. I'll use the long end to screw it in, and then what you'll notice I do is I'm gonna go back after I've After I've gotten all the screws in, I'll go back in and use the short end. That just gives you more control over the screw. You'll see me when I do it, and that way you can just really tighten it up. You know, just you'll see once that part gets here. And right now I'm just going through the manual, checking back again to see what's next. I kind of knew what was next. Please excuse the environment, guys. I just moved in and everything isn't set up, but I thought this would be a great time to go ahead and set up the vanity, since I had a lot of free space in my house right there, or in that room. So yeah, right here I'm just sitting and that's what I meant about that little border piece. You sit your mirror up on that. Of course, this is the back of the mirror, so you're just taking the rest of your screws and you're placing them in the holes. I'm using the long side again. And guys, this vanity was very easy to put together. I love that the base came already assembled. That did make, I know that is what made the box heavy, but I am okay with that extra weight because it just made it such an easy process. I mean, the drawers are already connected, so that just made it such an easy process, and you honestly could put this together by yourself. So this is what I meant by using the long part to guide you. As you can see, I'm able to really turn it and make sure that it's secure, that all of those screws are tight. I want them as tight as possible because this is a mirror, and you always, if no piece of furniture should be secure, a mirror should. Not that it'll be moved often, but just still. So right here I'm just showing you stool legs. Again, very self-explanatory, very easy. You're just gonna want to position them kind of diagonally you want them to create an X. So I ended up finding it better to put the screw in from the bottom because I put it in at the top, but that wasn't really correct. So I ended up going back in and taking it out from the top and screwing it through the bottom, if that makes sense. So right there, I'm just positioning it up. I put the cushion on, and I'm just trying to position up each of the holes that are in the legs with the holes that are in the cushion, so that when I put the screws in, they'll fit nicely. And right there, I'm just putting them in. And when you put them in, they should like drop straight down. That way you know that they're in the actual hole. So right there, I'm just using, again, the L key to screw, taking back. And while I was doing it, I didn't screw the middle piece down completely because then I wouldn't have had as much leverage to move around. So you want to keep the middle piece kind of loose so that you can move it around so that it's positioned correctly. And once it is, you can just go ahead. I'm just checking it's sturdy, feels pretty good, but I just want to make sure, do a little bit more. I'm just going back in, and that's it, guys. That was so easy, right? So easy. I would definitely recommend this vanity.
So you got this far in the video, you like it, you watched the unboxing, you watched the assembling, and you want to see the final product, and you saw the final product. So now you're looking at me again because you want to know about if you're gonna purchase it. First things first, again guys, I don't want this video to be long, so I'm trying to move quickly. Move with me, please. First things first, I purchased this vanity off of Amazon. In total price, I believe I paid $226 for it. $220 something, but it was definitely no more than $230. The price on Amazon was $219, but it came to, like, after tax, it came to like $224, $226 or something like that. I purchased it in late April. The estimated delivery date was May 7th. It came May 6th. So that was fine for me. It wasn't too long for me. Dimensions, I'm not really savvy with the dimensions. I will have the link in the description box so you can check it out yourself. I'm pretty small. I'm only 5 feet, so I don't really care about it being too tall. If it's too small for me, then it's miniature. But I did check out the reviews on Amazon, and I definitely recommend you always look at reviews because they'll tell you a lot. And it seemed to match up for me, and it's great for me. It's not super long. It's not super wide. I didn't need it to be super long or super wide because I don't like closing in space. I still like space in my room. So if you want something that's long, like the long vanities, this is probably not going to be the best for you. But yes, 2 drawers. I am sitting at the vanity right now, and it's on, I consider it a natural setting, like a natural tone, but I don't know the actual, what they call the tones. You'll see that on Amazon on the link, but I'm considering it natural, warm, and cool. Again, this is what the natural kind of looks like. I'll show you the other 2 settings. So this is like the kind of warm setting, I think. And then this is more of like the cool setting. So we're back to natural, my personal favorite. And guys, I think that pretty much covers all of the specs about this vanity. Pretty simple. My kind of vanity, my kind of everything, just simple. But if I left anything out and you have any other questions, just please feel free to leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. And if there's any other thing I could possibly do for you, just let me know. So once again, thank you guys so much for coming to view this video. It really means a lot to me. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.